Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier is a mouthful to say, but it also happens to be a fun seaside amusement park. Located in Galveston, Texas, this park is built on a pier that extends over the Gulf of Mexico. This park is on the smaller side, but it technically is the largest park in the Houston metro area. The park is a great atmosphere and a well-rounded ride lineup. So in this video, I will review the park and explain if it's worth visiting. Back in 1943, this site was home to the original Pleasure Pier, but in 1961, it was destroyed by Hurricane Carla. Shortly thereafter, in 1965, the USS Flagship Hotel was built on the pier, but this too was destroyed by a hurricane, this time by Hurricane Ike in 2008. At its closure, Landry's owned the hotel. This company owns a series of properties including Rainforest Cafe, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, Saltgrass Steakhouse, Morton's Steakhouse, and the Golden Nugget Casino, and they also own Kemah Boardwalk. The latter is a small seaside amusement park in Kemah, Texas, just 25 miles from Galveston and 30 miles from Houston. Houston, Texas is the 5th largest metropolitan area in the United States, and it also is a warm enough climate to support year-round outdoor operations for many industries. Despite this, the area was sorely lacking in their amusement park department ever since Six Flags Astroworld closed in 2005. Realizing this and seeing the success of Kemah Boardwalk, Landry's decided to rebuild Pleasure Pier on the site of the old one. In 2012, the brand new Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier opened. This park extends 1,130 feet or 340 meters over the Gulf of Mexico. This setting is the park's biggest strength. The park's skyline looks fantastic as you're walking down the seawall or relaxing on the beach, and it's equally as amazing when you're inside the park. Many rides are placed over the edge of the pier, so you get some beautiful views of the water. Heck, some rides even swing directly over the water. The atmosphere is also lively. Like many boardwalk parks, this place is compact, yet it happens to be the largest amusement park in the Houston area. That's more a testament to the other parks in the area rather than the size of Pleasure Pier. This is one of the thinnest amusement parks in the world, so rides are packed in tight. Seeing all of the rides cycling in close proximity creates so much energy as you walk down the midway. There are two things this park lacks though: shade and theming. This isn't too surprising for a boardwalk park though. The only theming you'll find is on the log flume, but that's okay because the rides themselves look great. Most are just a decade old, so they still look fresh and new. They feature a colorful paint scheme, and the flats have vibrant lighting packages at night. Then the park features a beautiful entrance. You have this inviting archway adjacent to the park's swing ride. Then you have a large Victorian building in the distance that serves as the park's ticket booth. Most seaside parks, including the nearby Kemah Boardwalk, have free admission policies. These parks typically offer all-day wristbands or pay-per-ride options. Because they're often in touristy areas, they want to take advantage of the foot traffic. Also, this location causes them to charge an arm and a leg if you want to ride anything. Pleasure Pier is a rare seaside park without free admission. However, rides are surprisingly affordable. It is roughly $30 for an all-day wristband. If you don't want to ride much, the park does offer a walk-on pier pass for $11 and individual ride tickets for $5.50. So if you plan to ride at least 3 different attractions, the wristband is the way to go. I know you can get some discounts if you eat at one of the Landry's restaurants, like the adjacent Bubba Gump, but I've never done this and cannot speak to what they are. I typically eat at one of the many restaurants nearby. Another cost you'll likely encounter is to park. Pleasure Pier does not have its own parking lot. Instead, you'll need to find parking nearby. There is street parking all along Seawall Boulevard. There are a few blocks that are free, but most places will charge $2 per hour between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Alternatively, there is a parking lot across from Pleasure Pier, but that'll typically cost you more than the street spots. Parking is easy to find if you visit during the cooler months, but I've heard it can be very tricky in the summer months when people are flocking to the beach. If you're visiting on a warmer day, consider arriving very early or late in the day to avoid the worst beach traffic. I have only visited this park in the spring, so I haven't had to endure the heaviest crowds Galveston sees. Pleasure Piers had decent crowds for me, but certainly manageable, I would get on the next cycle for most rides. The one exception has been Iron Shark. This is the park's lone roller coaster and signature attraction, but it has really bad capacity. It often runs just one train seating 8 riders maximum. I've typically had to wait just 20 or 30 minutes for this ride, but I had a friend visit during spring break who had to wait 1.5 hours for this ride. So if you anticipate this park getting busy, arrive early and do Iron Shark right away. Ride availability as a whole has been pretty good in my visits to the park. Seeing that it's a year-round park, you may understandably find 1 or 2 rides closed for refurbishment at any given time, but the park is good about posting the current closures on their website. One other thing to watch out for is super windy days. This can cause the Texas Star Flyer to close, which happened to me in my most recent visit. The park offers 17 rides in total. The smaller rides are aimed towards kids and placed towards the front. Then the larger rides are found more towards the back of the pier. The best ride is the aforementioned Iron Shark. This is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. This layout has been cloned a few times, most notably with Tantrum at Six Flags Darien Lake, but this one remains special for its setting. The views of the water are simply stunning, and the ride is action-packed too. The signature beyond vertical drop is incredible ejector airtime, especially because the trains feature just lap bars. Then the layout has some forceful transitions and a speed hill with another good pop of airtime. This coaster may be on the shorter side, but it certainly packs a punch, as I noted in a separate review. The lone water ride here is Pirate's Plunge. This is a rare interlink log flume. I like how it has a different layout than most boardwalk flumes, plus a little theming. The drops are on the weaker side though because they level off quite early. And note that this ride is a total soaker. The splash after the first drop rebounds off a wall and lands right onto riders. Most of this park's lineup is comprised of flat rides. You have a series of spinning rides. Some are exclusively for kids, while others are for all ages. 2 in particular stand out for their setting. Gulf Glider is a zero wave swinger swinging over the edge of the pier. Then Texas Star Flyer does the same thing, just at a far greater height. This ride stands 23 stories tall. It offers one of the best views of any attraction. You can see for miles in each direction, and you spin at a fast enough clip to get a smidge of forces too. If you want those views at a more leisurely pace, the park offers the Galaxy Wheel Ferris wheel literally right next to the Star Flyer. Then the park has a handful of pendulum rides. The best of the bunch is Revolution. This Chance Frisbee offers several pops of airtime, and the placement is perfect. On one end, you swing over the midway. The other side takes you over the edge of the pier, so you're staring at the water several stories beneath you. The final attraction to note is the 5D Theater right outside the park's boundaries. While this isn't included on the standard wristband, the park does sell a combo pass if this interests you. While the overall attraction lineup is good for a boardwalk park, it has been stagnant. Nothing new has been added ever since this park opened. That is fine if you're coming from a distance like me, but I can see how the lack of investment could cause the park to feel a bit stale if you're a local. I know a big reason for that is the park's lack of land, but other boardwalk parks often change out rides over the years to combat this. Beyond the rides, the park has all sorts of carnival games and some food stands as well, but I cannot speak to either of them. I've come here exclusively for the rides. While talking about Pleasure Pier, I need to mention a special dark ride nearby. Galveston's Rainforest Cafe is unique in that it features an attraction, and a darn good one too. The River Adventure ride puts guests in a spinning raft as they travel through a jungle environment past a series of animals. I didn't know this existed in my first trip to Galveston, but I made sure to do it in a return trip. The scenes are large in scale, and they feature some basic animatronics. Then the ending takes you through a temple with some fire effects. This ride costs $7, and you don't need to dine in at the restaurant to experience it. And unlike Pleasure Pier, this place has its own dedicated parking lot, so it's extremely easy to get there. This ride does not have the best capacity though, so know that you may encounter a bit of a wait if you visit on a busier day. So do I recommend visiting Pleasure Pier? Yes, I do. It is not a destination park, but if you're already in the Galveston area, it is definitely worth checking out. The park is small, but it has a nice setting, and I love that the rides take full advantage of that. This includes Iron Shark and the flat ride swinging over the side of the pier. It's worth spending a few hours here. I know many locals tack this onto a beach day. If you're a coaster enthusiast, the crown jewel of the Houston area's Boardwalk Bullet at Kemah Boardwalk, that is a fantastic wood coaster that will attract coaster enthusiasts to eastern Texas. Neither Kemah Boardwalk nor Pleasure Pier is a full-day park on their own, so it makes sense to hit both these parks on the same day. Not only are they just a 40-minute drive from each other, but the two parks offer a combo pass valid at both properties because they share the same owner. And when you throw in the Rainforest Cafe River Adventure ride, the area becomes even more appealing. Of the two parks, I do prefer Kemah Boardwalk simply because they have the best two rides in Boardwalk Bullet and Drop Zone, but I think Pleasure Pier may be the more well-rounded park because it has more rides available. So those are my thoughts on Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier. What are your thoughts about the largest amusement park in the Houston area? Do you enjoy this park's ride lineup and atmosphere? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Kemah Coaster. Thanks for watching.